Life is good again. UVA Cavaliers with a 48-14, a brutally convincing victory over the rival Duke Blue Devils, now 38-33 in the all-time series of 71 games between these two teams. It's been going since 1890, and the Hoos commemorated the 150th anniversary of college football with a smashing home victory in front of a raucous crowd here at Scott Stadium on a beautiful Saturday afternoon for football. How'd they get it done? We thought this was going to be a bit of a toss-up, a tough game versus a formidable opponent who was, at that point, tied for UVA atop the Coastal Division. How'd they lay waste to them? Well, number one, defense was dominant. This was the first game they played without captain Bryce Hall, and the defense really put on the clamps. They pressured Duke quarterback Quentin Harris. 5 turnovers for this UVA defense, 3 fumbles, 1 which Charles Snowden picked up, 1 forced by Noah Taylor, and 1 on a strip sack by Jordan Mack, and then 2 interceptions, 1 by Brenton Nelson and 1 by Joey Blount. Really an incredible showing from this UVA defense. Even when Duke scored, it was late versus subs, and also they marched down the field. I think this was strategic, in fact, by Duke, using the punt team to try to march down the field a little bit because they just couldn't get it done against the UVA starting defense. That's reason number one that the Hoos were able to stifle this opponent and end up with such a discrepancy in the box score. Number two was much more creative play calling from offensive coordinator Robert Dehney. He really showed up, and this offensive unit looked a lot better than it has as of late. We've seen it stall, we've seen it stagnate, and early on, an interception in the end zone. Oh no, could this be the sign of more of the same for this UVA offense? Nope. It was more of a reversion to last season. Joe Reed took on a bit of an Olamide Zaccheaus role, getting peppered with targets, using him a little bit out of the backfield, using him on jet sweeps. UVA's offense was a lot more horizontal today, using Tavares Kelly on sweeps, bringing guys in motion, giving everybody some room to run laterally before cutting it upfield. Saw guys like Tanner Cowley, the tight end, used in blocking situations, and saw specifically in the red zone, Wayne Taulapapa was used not only as a rusher, he had 2 touchdowns for himself, but also as a blocker, helping Bryce Perkins to score 3 rushing touchdowns from close in this game. Both of those guys much more effective in the ground game, far better when Bryce Perkins has options at his fingertips and more guys to help out with blocking than simply the offensive line. Those were the 2 key reasons why the Hoos were able to get it done in such convincing fashion here. UVA Cavaliers back on the winning track, and up next, a matchup versus Louisville on October 26th at 3:30. Hopefully, the winning continues.